Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Brothers Gaming Podcast. This is episode 39, and I'm here with my co-host Rylan.
One more to 40.
One more. Count down.
Maybe we could record on Halloween or something, get a Halloween episode or whatnot. Since maybe I don't know.
Hopefully, but I have work, so we'll have to see.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into it. Spider-Man 2 sales hit 2.5 million already.
That's really good for how
it's been out a week and a day.
Yeah, that's really good. It says here, Marvel Spider-Man 2 did a superhero landing when it arrived last Friday, alongside Super Mario Bros. Wonder, marking arguably the biggest day in a year packed with high-profile video games releases. The third entry in the Insomniac series of the web-slinging stories. Spider-Man, yeah. Who doesn't love Spider-Man?
Right.
It says, this game allowed players to control both Peter Parker and Miles Morales in a story that expands the Spider-Man, games, like through all three, instead of playing as Peter and Miles. Both,
Right.
That's cool. It says here, all of the assignment and positive word of mouth has translated. That's weird. Word of mouth. But it says here, has translated to financial success as Marvel Spider-Man 2 was able to cross 2.5 million copies sold in its just first 24 hours, it says. That's really good.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. It says here, the news comes from Sony itself, as the official PlayStation account tweeted the milestone this morning, which I don't think it was this morning.
No.
Yeah, obviously. But it says here, great news. Spidey fans, Marvel's Spider-Man has sold more than 2.5 million copies in the first 24 hours. Thanks for making this a high-flying launch. With this milestone, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is the fastest-selling game in PlayStation history.
Yeah.
That is insane. Because, how many games Sony's made over the past 30 years.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So, in PlayStation history, that's... wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 sells record 2.5 million units in first 24 hours. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has been a huge success for Sony and Insomniac Games. It took the title just 24 hours to set a new sales record for any game in the history of PlayStation Studios. According to Sony Interactive Entertainment, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has sold more than 2.5 million units in its first day. This makes it the fastest-selling first-party game in PlayStation history. And then they have a quote here. On behalf of Sony Interactive Entertainment, I want to say thank you to the fans. We truly hope you are enjoying your time playing as Peter and Miles in this amazing adventure. SIE Senior VP of Global Marketing, Sales, and Business Operations, Eric Limp, said in a statement. Yeah, Mario Wonder, it broke records when, with sales, and then Spider-Man 2, it also has. Seems like a lot of games have broke records this year. Tears of the Kingdom did, like we talked about just in our last episode.
It's crazy how gaming's doing this year,
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, then, Spider-Man 2. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, gaming's good.
Yeah, it really is. It's awesome.
But you said how you play as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. I thought that was pretty cool how they brought them two together instead of keeping the series with them two separate. Like, just say Spider-Man 2 is just Peter Parker and then be Miles Morales 2 or whatever. Just, bringing them together, bringing their stories together. I thought that was pretty cool how they did that. And it makes it easier on them so they don't have to keep the series separate and make more games, Just bring it together and make one big game.
They made two games, one Miles Morales and, Spider-Man 2018, and then they just brought it together. That's what they did.
Good.
which is really cool because you could play different abilities. Also,
Yeah.
I seen Spider-Man. Peter, he has a new ability. It's like something with his hand. I don't know what it is. It's
Huh.
cool though. I don't know what it really does, but it's weird. Because instead of him, having the basic powers, he actually has an ability like a blast or something like that.
Huh. I
I
didn't
don't know
see
how
that.
he gets it. I don't know how he gets it or whatever, but
That's cool.
I might actually start watching gameplay and see what it is.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on here. Microsoft announces a new showcase.
Yeah, what I got here is Microsoft has revealed a new show format called Xbox Partner Preview. And its first stream featured new looks at Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, Alan Wake 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Ark Survival Ascent, and so much more. There were a ton of games packed into the roughly 30-minute runtime, so it says here, yada yada yada. Going to break down and present to you all the biggest announcements and stuff. That's what the website I got it off of said. Just a whole bunch of different games that been featured and announced and stuff. So
Yeah. So
it's
yeah,
all
it says that the Xbox Partner Preview did not feature any additional news, game reveals, or Game Pass information related to the recent acquisition of Activision Blizzard King. But it says we are
yeah.
delighted to announce the next broadcast event, Xbox Partner Preview. And let's see, let's just go on. It happened on October 25th, which at the time of recording was 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says Game Pass titles from our incredibly talented creative third-party partners from around the world. You can expect to see the latest information on game activities like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, launch trailer for Alan Wake 2, and first gameplay for Ark Survival Ascended, a
Yeah.
dive into the social world of Dungeons of Hinterberg, and more. So a couple games there for their partner showcase. Ark Survival Ascended. Did you play Ark Survival, the original?
I've played Ark, yeah.
I like Ark. It was fun. But
Yeah, it really was.
they're saying Ark Survival Ascended isn't as good as people were hoping, I guess, because people were kind of
Oh, really?
slamming it online. We may, if I remember, I'll try to get the ratings for it next week as a topic, but
Yeah.
they aren't great from what I've seen. Hopefully it'll get better with updates, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's the big
Yeah.
name that I noticed from this showcase was the Ark Survival Ascended, because I liked Ark. I played it on Switch, which probably wasn't the best place to play it for, quality,
Yeah.
but because the
It's
Switch
still a good
version looked
game.
pretty bad, but they did upgrade it here not too long ago, actually, and it looks pretty good for a Switch game, and it functions really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a fun game. I enjoyed it. Me and Cole played it, and we built fort and stuff, and tamed some raptors and stuff. So it was pretty cool.
Nice. I've only played Ark like one time, but I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah, it was fun. We actually only ran
Yeah.
into people like, you see people sleeping all the time like on there because people are online, they're sleeping on there. But we did run into a few people that were trying to kill us, and they killed me once, and I got my stuff back, and then they didn't kill me anymore. I killed them. They'd come back and kill them again because they couldn't get into our fort and stuff. The way we had it set up, it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
But all right, we'll move on. So we talked about the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection on here before, and now we have the reviews for it.
Also, don't have the reviews for it. I couldn't find anything really on it.
Okay. So on Metacritic, it has a 77 out of 100 with 37 critic reviews. And for the user reviews with 54 user ratings is a 4.1 out of 10.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the reviews weren't really good.
Mm-mm.
People were saying like it sucked and everything with the gameplay and all that and stuff.
Well, it's the first three Yeah, the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games, but people were thinking that they were going to be remastered, but they weren't. It's the original graphics. Everything's original in them. Like they didn't even put an HD filter on it. Like it's original everything. I mean, yeah, there's different books and stuff they added and stuff, but the game itself is just original. And people were hoping they'd at least upscale it a little bit, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing because they are good games. The Metal Gear games and the Metal Gear Solid games are all good games, and it's just Konami, that's typical for them to just not care and try to get some money. Kind of like Sony sometimes, but
sometimes.
Most of the time for Sony, but
yeah, besides their God of War and Spider-Man games.
Yeah, pretty much. But 4.1 out of 10, not the greatest for
really
for Konami
not
there.
Good.
But yeah. Okay. Now just to give you guys a warning, I don't know about Ryland's section of it, but mine has kind of some spoilers about the Spider-Man 2 story. So if you don't want to know about that, then I would skip to the last topic. So Insomniac hints at Spider-Man 3 already.
Okay, what I got here is Insomniac Games is only a few days removed from its launch, Spider-Man 2. This was, written before the game came out, obviously.
Yeah.
It says here, but this isn't stopping it from teasing what might be in store for Marvel Spider-Man 3. Creative director Brian Intar, something like that, spoke about the potential for a third entry in its superhero saga during an interview on YouTuber Skills Up Friends Per Second podcast. I just promoted another person's podcast.
Yeah, they should hit us back.
Yeah, where's our promotion? Okay, it says here, now that the latest entry has opened up a city of doors for Insomniac, the possibilities of a potential Spider-Man 3 seems nearly endless. When asked the elements, the team, I just see you drinking your awful ass in the corner of my eye when I'm reading this. You're shaking and stuff. But it says here, when asked what elements the team would be interested in, including in another game, Intar did his best to play coy while still giving his fans something to hold on to. It says here, I think Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales was our Iron Man, and Marvel Spider-Man 2 was like Civil War. He's talking about the movies and whatever. So
yeah.
Where logically, it says here, where logically do we go from there? He said after a long pause, he said, I think it'd be pretty epic. So there's probably going to be a third.
I would say definitely.
Because, I'm pretty sure also Spider-Man 2 left you off as kind of like room for a third game, just how it ended or whatever.
Yeah.
I know. So, yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, mine has some spoilers in it. So if you don't want to know the story, I would skip ahead to the next topic. Ryland, if you don't want to hear it, you can mute me, I guess. But
I don't care.
Okay, so it says
I'm gonna play it anytime soon, really. So
right. So it says Insomniac Games is teasing an epic story for Marvel's Spider-Man 3, featuring foes like Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Carnage. The next chapter.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they all three of those got leaked because you see I'm pretty sure it's Cletus Casty or whatever. That's Carnage or whatever. He has like the Carnage capsule, and he's like saying something about, like, it's Carnage or whatever. And then Norman Osborn, he's gonna be Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
I seen he said like get the G serum or whatever. Whenever I think Harry was laying in the hospital bed or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Green Goblin, obviously.
Right.
And then what was the other one?
Doc Ock.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I guess he's gonna come back then, because he was in the original Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he was the final boss, so I'm guessing he's gonna get his. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his arms back or whatever. But you can continue.
Right. So it says the next chapter could potentially focus on Green Goblin's arrival or the symbiote saga with Venom and Carnage. Though unconfirmed, a release might occur around 2026, possibly on the PS6 rather than PS5.
I don't think they're gonna make a PS6 just yet.
I don't think so either. Not by 2026. That's only 3 years.
No.
But with the Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Carnage, among others, all being teased during the events of and by the end of Marvel Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man fans all around the world are eagerly waiting any information about the potential next installment in Insomniac Games' Spider-Man saga.
So there's most likely going to be a third game, which is cool, you know. Let's see.
Yeah. But we'll have to wait and see. I think Carnage, like, that would be awesome. I love the Venom movies, so like Carnage coming, that'd be awesome.
The only game I'm pretty sure Carnage has ever been in was The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was on the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
Which that was a good game, I think. It was, I played it a lot.
I didn't play it, but I'll take your word for it.
You've probably seen me play it at one point.
I probably have. I've seen you play a lot of games.
Yeah. But yeah. That'd be cool. I feel like maybe you'll have to go against at one point Carnage and Venom, maybe, if Venom is in the next game.
Yeah. On the Green Goblin, that's awesome too.
Yeah, that's cool, because again, the last time Green Goblin was in a game was The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Because that game had Kraven, Carnage, and then it had like 4 villains or something like that. Green Goblin and Electro. So, yeah, that was a good game. But that's going to be cool to see and all that. Carnage and stuff. Because Carnage is stronger than Venom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, that'll be cool to see.
Yeah, the Venom movies, they're funny.
Yeah, because, Venom, he's scared of Carnage.
He is. He's like, nope.
The red one.
Yeah.
He's like, screw that.
Yeah, he was done. He's like, I'm leaving. He's like, nope, not doing that.
That's the red one.
Yeah, that's a red one.
And I also seen Spider-Man 3 might also lay off on Peter and focus more on Miles.
Maybe.
Because how Peter, he's still in his like mid-20s or whatever, 30s. But he's getting older.
Yeah.
Stuff, so he's slowing down a little bit more or whatnot. But that's what I've seen. I don't believe it though.
Probably not. But maybe. Just have to wait and see. If we hear anything else, we always keep you updated.
Yeah.
But our last topic here, Xbox One versus PS4.
So when you mean about the Xbox One, you mean dinosaur, right?
Yeah, any of them. Just that era, I guess.
But that's difficult for me,
Yeah, I know. That's why I picked it, because I know you play both.
I have both of them. Both the originals right here, right beside me, the dinosaur and the original PlayStation 4.
The jet, the dinosaur and the jet.
Yeah. It's difficult because I've had my PlayStation since 2018, and I had my Xbox One since like a year after release date or something like that.
Yeah.
I've had them both a long time. I've played them both a lot. I have a lot of hours on my Xbox. I think I have more hours on my PlayStation 4 now. That's all I play.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. For like whenever I was younger and stuff, I don't like how Xbox is now at some points, because some of the games or whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But back then, around 2017 stuff, where you could play, let's see, whenever Black Ops 3 came out,
Yeah.
Black Ops, that was my favorite time on the Xbox One.
It was,
I was playing Minecraft and stuff on it too. Different games and stuff. This is like before Fortnite came out and all that.
yep.
But I'd probably say my PlayStation. No, I've played on it longer. I've had it for 5 years now or whatever. I've played it longer. I have over 5,000 hours of Fortnite just
Yeah.
on the PlayStation. So, but yeah, I would say with the PlayStation, there's more games I've enjoyed on the PlayStation, like PlayStation exclusives, like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man. Is those? I mean, yeah, I love my dinosaur here. It's really good, but I would say PlayStation 4.
Okay. I mean, by default, I gotta go with the Xbox One because I don't have PS4.
Yeah, you don't have a PlayStation. Yeah.
But I got a dinosaur and I got an Xbox One S. I'm going to get a PS4, a new one, just for collectors reasons because I have a PlayStation 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to get a PS4 Slim just for collectors reasons. I can get it for $300 from Best Buy. I'm going to get it probably the first of the year or so after Christmas and everything. But just for collection, I may leave it in the box and not even open it, but just to have
it.
Complete it up to PS4, and then I'll have to get a PS5 eventually, but that'll be a while.
You'll probably get a PS5 near when the PS6 comes out or whatever.
Yeah. Just for collectors. Like I said, I still need to get an original Xbox because I have an Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
I need to get an original Xbox to complete it up to Xbox One. Then I got to get a Series X.
Bulky, big old controller.
The Duke. That's what they call it.
The Duke.
But I got to go with Xbox One. I love my one. I played a crap ton of hours on that thing. I played a ton of hours on my 1S too. Back in the day, that was fun because I love the 360. I played crap out 360.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Transitioning from the 360 to the one, it took me a few years because I'd get games on both.
But also, you could play some 360 on the Xbox One, which was awesome.
Right. And once they started making more and more backward compatible, that's when I completely phased out my 360. But it took them years to, get all those games backward compatible for licensing differences and stuff.
Yeah.
But I agree with you that gaming on the Xbox One isn't the same as it used to be. And
I don't think it is at all. There's a different feeling back whenever Nier first came out to now. I just don't like it.
I'd rather play on my Switch.
Yeah.
Personally, or my ROG Ally.
It's just, it was more simpler also back then whenever it first came out.
Just those, we were still getting good Call of Duties on console.
Good games.
Just good games. The Forza Horizon 3. Forza 4 even.
You can play all those. You can play all the Forzas basically.
That's what, 2K 18, 19, 20, 21 is when I switched. No, 22 is when I switched to the Switch. So 18, 19, 20, and 21 I played on the Xbox One. They were good, It was fun playing with Cole and Colin and stuff.
I feel like gaming on the Xbox kind of started going downhill around 2019. That's just for me though.
Yeah, I mean, when I started playing my Switch more, it was basically when I switched 2K to the Switch. Because they weren't making good Call of Duties anymore, so I didn't really buy them. And
whenever I was playing on your Xbox, I wasn't I could barely find games that I haven't.
There's
or whatever.
Hundreds of games on Game Pass, and it's still hard to find the game.
I don't know, I couldn't find the game that.
That's my problem. I'm so picky with games now. I can't just play any game. It has to be one that I know I like, or one that I know I'm going to like.
Yeah, whenever the Xbox One first came out, play any game, it's fun. It's exciting, new console, whatever.
Now
Even throughout a few years later, it's still fun. Now it's boring
it is.
because there's only a certain few games that are actually fun now.
Yeah.
We talked about this a few episodes ago, how games
Games
has kind of
changed.
changed a lot. Yeah, there's more games coming out, whatnot, but it's
But
not as fun as it used to be.
not as fun as it used to be, or maybe I'm just not interested in those games. It's just I'm picky.
Yeah.
I got pickier than I used
Throughout
to
the
be. I
years.
used to play whatever game, like on the PS1, GameCube, PS2, whatever. I'd play any game that, we got. I'd go to Walmart or wherever, GameStop, just buy a game. I may never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Don't even know what's on the cover, but I'd play the
You don't even
game.
know what it is, but you
Yeah,
would play it.
but I'd play it and I'd have
And you would
fun
still have
regardless whether
fun.
the game sucked or not. I'd still have fun.
But now it's just
I'm so picky. Like even if I know what the game is,
and
if
what it's
I
about.
know I'm not really that interested, I'm not going to get it. Like obviously the new games
Yeah.
like Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, I know I'm going to like it, so I'm going to get it. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I like it, I'm going to get it. But there's so many new games coming out, I just don't care for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it sucks.
Changed
But
a lot.
I mean, I still have fun with games. Have fun. I have a gaming podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. I have 2 game podcasts, I guess.
We play games and everything all the time, but it's just we're more picky about what we used to be,
Yeah.
It's just gaming's changed.
It has.
Expect even on my PlayStation 4, I'm picky about certain games.
Right. So I love my Xbox One. I love both of them. But obviously, I got to go with the Xbox One because that's all I have. And 2, I'd probably go with Xbox One anyway. But
yeah. I mean, I remember, Roblox.
Yeah, I remember you playing it.
It was fun, man. It was actually fun because, it was simple or whatnot. There's only a few games. It was fun. It was cool because, instead of playing it on an iPad, it was different because, controller.
Right. Controller's more comfortable
and
always.
Also, the animations were different and everything. It was cool.
Yeah.
There's just a whole bunch of different games that came out on the Xbox that just aren't the same or whatever as now. Like,
No.
Games suck half the time now.
Or they just release buggy.
Yeah,
they're good games, but they replace.
No offense to the companies or whatever that make the games, but it's just not the same as these.
No, I mean, there's people out there who do have fun and whatever, but that's just not me.
Yeah.
Anymore.
It just takes a certain game.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all the topics we got. So remember, you can always watch us live on YouTube and Kick. Join our Discord, hang out with us, chat with us. We'd love to have you on there. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, buy our merch on Redbubble and Printify. Rylan, do you have anything?
Yeah, by the time this could be uploaded or whatever, we might be at 30K downloads because we're getting closer by now because we're at 29,396. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for 30K if we're at 30K by the time this is out or whatever. And seriously, I deeply appreciated the journey from June, right? Yeah, June. The journey from June to now is insane. It's only been 4 months, almost 5.
Feels longer.
Yeah, it really does. In 8 days, it'll be 5 months.
Yeah.
And then December will be 6, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, half a year.
That's awesome. So the amount of short time we've done this podcast or whatever, thank you for everything.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. And we'll catch you in the next episode.